Hi friends, today I am going to explain about transistor characteristics, which is your second unit. The first topic, transistor characteristics. Second unit, BJT, bipolar junction transistor. So in this unit I am going to cover the following topics: transistor characteristics, the junction transistor, transistor as an amplifier. Based on the terminals, we can make the different kinds of configurations. Common base terminal is common for input and output, and a common emitter, common collector configurations, and a comparison of transistor configurations, the operating point, self bias or emitter bias, biasing, compensation techniques, thermal runaway and stability, transistor at low frequency, C amplifier frequency response, gain bandwidth product, emitter follower, RC coupled amplifier, two cascade, common emitter and multi-stage, common emitter amplifiers. So these all topics, I will make the different videos, separate videos for topics. So please go through this video. If you have any doubts, you can comment. I will clarify your doubts. Okay. So the first topic, bipolar junction transistor. So what is the meaning of bipolar junction transistor? So holes and electrons determine device characteristics. That means, so when you see the diode characteristics, we seen the current due to majority charge carriers current only. So here, in this junction transistor, the both bipolar, both types of uh, due to majority and minority carrier current takes place, a role in this transistor. So that's why we are calling bipolar. Two junctions it has, emitter base junction and base collector junction. Okay. Then transistor is three terminal device, control are two terminal currents. Okay. So the first, what is the transistor and what is the use of transistor? So transistor means the sandwiching between two diodes. It consists of two p-n junction. It consists two p-n junctions, which is separated by the other material. Okay. So that is called whether it is npn or pnp transistor. Bipolar junction transistor classifications, two types. One is npn transistor, another one is pnp transistor. So here in this three region, base region is lightly doped regions, base region is lightly doped region, and emitter region is a heavily doped region, and a collector is somewhat less doping compared to the emitter. Okay. So base, emitter and collector. Okay. So here the charge carriers comes from the emitter region. So emitter region, so you can see here the symbol of npn and pnp transistor, the arrow mark outside, so that is representing npn transistor, and pnp transistor arrow mark inside, that representing the current flowing inside, means the charge carriers electrons flow, that represent arrow mark. So in base region current is base current, in collector region current, collector current, and generally in emitter region, we can say the current, emitter current. Okay. So the junction between emitter and base, that is called emitter base junction. The junction between collector and base, that is called collector base junction. Okay. So the space, when you see the doping level, when you see the doping level, emitter region is having uh, a level is more. That means emitter current is very high compared to the collector and base current. And when you see the space, okay, so collector region having a high space compared to emitter and base. And here base terminal, the base region is lightly doped region, and the space is also very less. That's why we can say thin region, thin layer, and lightly doped. uh, Compared to collector, emitter region having space is less. Okay, so this is the generally the difference between base terminal, emitter terminal, and collector terminal. So the types of BJT, NPN and PNP. Okay, so most commonly we are using in most of the applications NPN transistor because of the current due to electrons. Okay, there is no leakage current compared to the uh, PNP transistor. Okay, so this is the internal structure of transistor, bipolar junction transistor fundamentals, you can say. So see here, by seeing this internal structure figure, we can say P plus. For suppose if you see the PNP transistor, P plus is representing a heavily doped region. Okay, and here P is nothing but normal doping compared to the emitter region, and base is lightly doped region. uh, Similarly, NPN transistor internal structure, emitter region electrons heavily doping, more number of electrons present in emitter region compared to the collector region, and base region having the holes. Okay, so this is a emitter base collector terminal, and looks sort of like two diodes back to back. So we can say the transistor connecting back to back two diodes. So the transistor connecting back to back two diodes, but we cannot compare the we cannot replace the transistor by using diode because of the regions is different. uh, Emitter region having heavily doping, and a base region having lightly doped. We cannot replace the transistor by using a diode. Okay, so you can observe the here symbol, current flowing symbol. Okay, so PNP transistor current flows in inside, and NPN transistor current flows outside. So that is represented by the, suppose this arrow mark. Okay, so working principle of transistor with no bias. Transistor with no bias means, see, uh, this is the internal structure when you consider the NPN transistor. So NPN transistor, so emitter region having a more number of charge carriers, and a base region having holes. Emitter region electrons, and base region holes. Again uh, collector region having electrons, compared to the emitter, collector region having less number of electrons, and P region having very low uh, 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 very less holes present in base region. So uh, so NP means these two material combining means it having some junction, that is called depletion region. And similarly, base and collector junction, base and collector, we are combining that two materials, so they are also having some junction, so that is called collector base junction. And this side, input side, emitter base junction. Okay, so here represented with this one, electrons, and negative ions, holes, positive ions. So this is the internal structure of NPN transistor. By seeing this figure, we can come to know the emitter region having a more number of charge carriers, more number of electrons, and collector region having a less number of compared to the emitter, less number of electrons present in a collector region. When you see the base region having holes, very less number of holes present in base region, and the junction there is the ions, okay, negative ions and positive ions, okay. There is no mobility, so generally that junction voltage is 0.7 voltage, okay. After that 0.7 voltage, the charge carrier is moving from the emitter region to base region, okay, when you apply the suitable bias. A mode of operation of transistor, mode of operation of transistor, see, a transistor operations, okay. So three, generally the transistor operates in three regions. One is the active region, cutoff region and saturation region, and reverse active. So reverse active means the reverse emitter base junction reverse bias, and base collector junction forward bias. So generally we cannot operate a transistor in a reverse active region. So mode of active region, what is the active region? Active region means emitter base junction must be forward bias and base collector junction must be reverse bias. So for this IC is equal beta times of IB is representing common emitter configuration current, common emitter configuration output current, collector current. So IC is equal beta times of IB. And cutoff region, what is cutoff region? Cutoff region means emitter base junction reverse bias and base collector junction also reverse bias, so that is called cutoff region. In this region the current generally zero, okay. So all currents becomes zero because reverse bias, so leakage current will be there, but we cannot consider that current, okay. Then saturation region, both junctions are forward bias, both junctions are forward bias. So IC is much greater than beta times of IB, okay. So here it's much greater than means IC current becomes entirely constant, that region is called saturation region, okay. Reverse active region, so both junctions are emitter base junction reverse bias and base collector junction is forward bias. So at that moment current is IC is equal to beta times of IB, okay. Analysis, active mode, most useful bias mode when a bipolar junction transistor as an amplifier. So generally if you want to use transistor as an amplifier, you should operate the transistor in a active region. So in active region only you will get the faithful amplified signal, okay. So otherwise you will lose the part of signal, okay. So we must operate transistor in a active region only. So when you use transistor as a switch, you should operate the transistor in both region, cutoff region and saturation region. Cutoff region 0 and saturation region almost constant. So that is the three mode operation. You can observe here by using different types active region, how to make the active region, saturation region and cutoff region and inverted region. So see here emitter and base, here base terminal is common here, so common for both input and output. So based on that which terminal is common at input side and output side, we are calling that configuration with respect to that terminals, okay. So here base terminal is common at input side and output side. So input side and output side base terminal is common, so that is the common base configuration. So generally we are taking common base configuration is ideal configuration. So based on that configuration we can discuss the remaining common collector and common emitter configuration. So here in this figure, by seeing this figure we can make the suppose active region. See, this is the NPN transistor, so NPN transistor, so N region, so we have to give here a negative bias to the N region, and similarly positive in P region we have to give the positive bias. So this junction becomes the input side forward bias. and similarly base and collector. So collector we are giving suppose a n region, so we have to make the collector base junction reverse bias. So by providing a VCB bias voltage, generally we are calling that bias voltage is VCC voltage. So from VCC, positive terminal is connected to the N region and the negative terminal is connected to the P region. So this junction is called reverse bias. Now your transistor operating in active region only. Then similarly saturation region. So saturation region, both junctions are forward bias. Both sides are forward bias. So the transistor operating forward bias means more current. So more current there in suppose saturation region means almost saturation region current becomes the constant. Okay. The next one, cutoff region and inverted region. Cutoff region, both junctions reverse bias, and inverted junction input side is reverse bias and output side is forward bias. So this is the connections by giving bias voltage. Current components, transistors. See how current suppose flows in a transistor, and suppose see here VB voltage, emitter base voltage. So here a PNP transistor, this one is a PNP transistor. So whole current flows in emitter region, and electron current flows in suppose base region, and leakage current means the junctions always reverse bias, collector base junction. So you will get collector current and leakage current in collector. Collector IC is equal to capital IC plus IC B naught, IC B naught. So that is IC B naught is representing leakage current in output. Total current is in collector region. IC is equal, because output current is here collector current, IC is equal to IC B naught plus IC. Okay. So current direction, this one, emitter region, base region and collector region. So here when you apply the bias voltage, because forward bias, so charge carriers moves from the emitter region to base region after cutting voltage. So the operation principle of transistor. So when here holes are moving from the emitter region to base region. So let us consider emitter region having emitter region is a heavily doped region. So consider here the charge carriers are 50 charge carriers present in emitter region, and base region is lightly doped region. So 10 charge carriers there in base region, and collector region somewhat less doping compared to the emitter region. So consider in collector region 40 charge carriers. Okay. So 40 charge carriers in collector region, and 50 charge carriers there in emitter region, and 10 charge carriers there in base region. Okay. So when you apply the forward bias voltage, the charge carriers moving from the emitter to base. So 10 holes, for suppose the charge carriers moving from the emitter to base. So 10 holes and 10 electrons recombined, and that constitute the base current. So that is IHFE minus IHC. Okay. And remaining charge carriers move in collector region. Okay. So this is a generally working current, the charge carriers generally the working principle of transistor. Okay. So 50 charge carriers moving from the emitter to base, and base region having only 10 charge carriers. So because base region having lightly doped, base region is lightly doped, so 10 charge carriers and 10 holes and 10 electrons recombining, and remaining 40 charge carriers moves in collector region. So when you apply the VCB voltage, because this is the reverse bias now, so this is the reverse bias. So reverse bias, so the junction voltage will be increases, so there is no movement from the base region to collector region. But if you are getting current in collector region means due to emitter charge carriers, current you are getting in a collector current, so that is nothing but IC is equal to nearly equal to IE. IC is equal to nearly IE. So if you see the transistor general current equation, IC is equal to IE is equal to IC in plus IB, IC plus IB. So this is the transistor current equation. IE is equal to IC plus IB. So compared to IC, IB is very less. So we can neglect the base current because base region is lightly doped region. So we can neglect the base current. So finally we can write IE is equal to IC. So this is the transistor current equation. So like this we can suppose from this circuit diagram we can write the IA is equal to IC current. So if you see this is a common base configuration, so input current is IE current and output current is IC current, so both current is same. So what about suppose this current gain means current gains become unity, current gain becomes unity for common base configuration. Okay, the next operation of NPN transistor. So this is the operation of NPN transistor. So similarly operation of PNP transistor, the only thing is in place of holes we replace with electrons. Okay, so this is the arrangement of NPN transistor. Current direction is like this. This is the current equation. IA is equal to IB plus IC. Circuit diagram. Operation of PNP transistor, the same. Current direction is different. IC is equal to IE minus IB. IC is equal to IE minus IB. So we can neglect the this one IB current. So this becomes the IA is equal to IC. The symbol of PNP transistor, arrow mark inside. So IA is equal to same current equation is also same. IC is equal to IA is equal to IB plus IC. Configuration, transistor configuration. So based on the transistor terminal, we can suppose make the different kinds of configurations. Okay, so if you are making transistor terminal, base terminal is common for input and output. Input and output, so that is called a common base configuration. If you are making transistor emitter terminal common for input and output, so that is called a common emitter configuration. So if you are making the transistor collector and collector terminal common for input and output, so that is called common collector configuration. So this one I will explain in next video.